So you stumbled on the Napalm channel. Blown fuse panel, killed and tremble. Smoke a camel, don't get anal. It's classic games all the time. Watch me rhyme, stream full time in my prime. Killing undead like I'm Rick Grimes. Stream starting soon, so let's attune. Streams in the afternoon beneath the moon, let's commune. Getting old, need a spoon when I eat my prunes. I learned to group in Black Burrow, end up in the dunes. So hit the like and the sub and the bell. I don't smell pretty swell in the dungeons where I dwell. You'll be a fan, I foretell. Shoot a spell when I yell and be my clientele. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to the members of Napalm. They have strapped on their armor and are casting the spells of awesome by supporting this channel and keeping me full-time every month. Thank you so very much. And I think you are interested in becoming a member. You can do so by clicking join down below this video and pick a level that is right for you. And I would like to give a very special thank you to the Lords of Napalm. Bounty Code, Jared Woodhouse, Daimlos, Farthest Reach, Sparrow, Christopher Hensel, Random Rob, Zoic Lived, Rodney Mom, Vander, Galerain Moonsong, What's the Takeaway, Trips, Daniel Cordial, Chrono Guru, and Kobold. Thank you for your highest tier membership. So you stumbled on the Napalm channel. Blown fuse panel, killed and tremble. Smoke a camel, don't get anal. It's classic games all the time. Watch me rhyme, stream full time in my prime. Killing undead like I'm Rick Grimes. Stream starting soon, so let's attune. Streams in the afternoon beneath the moon, let's commune. Getting old, need a spoon when I eat my prunes. I learned to group in Black Burrow, end up in the dunes. So hit the like and the sub and the bell. I don't smell pretty swell in the dungeons where I dwell. You'll be a fan, I foretell. Shoot a spell when I yell and be my clientele. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to the members of Napalm. They have strapped on their armor and are casting the spells of awesome by supporting this channel and keeping me full-time every month. Thank you so very much. And I think you are interested in becoming a member. You can do so by clicking join down below this video and pick a level that is right for you. And I would like to give a very special thank you to the Lords of Napalm. Bounty Code, Jared Woodhouse, Daimlos, Farthest Reach, Sparrow, Christopher Hensel, Random Rob, Zoic Lived, Rodney Mom, Vander, Galerain Moonsong, What's the Takeaway, Trips, Daniel Cordial, Chrono Guru, and Kobold. Thank you for your highest tier membership. So you stumbled on the Napalm channel. Blown fuse panel, killed and tremble. Smoke a camel, don't get anal. It's classic games all the time. Watch me rhyme, stream full time in my prime. Killing undead like I'm Rick Grimes. Stream starting soon, so let's attune. Streams in the afternoon beneath the moon, let's commune. Getting old, need a spoon when I eat my prunes. I learned to group in Black Burrow, end up in the dunes. So hit the like and the sub and the bell. I don't smell pretty swell in the dungeons where I dwell. You'll be a fan, I foretell. Shoot a spell when I yell and be my clientele. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to the members of Napalm. They have strapped on their armor and are casting the spells of awesome by supporting this channel and keeping me full-time every month. Thank you so very much. And I think you are interested in becoming a member. You can do so by clicking join down below this video and pick a level that is right for you. And I would like to give a very special thank you to the Lords of Napalm. Bounty Code, Jared Woodhouse, Daimlos, Farthest Reach, Sparrow, Christopher Hensel, Random Rob, Zoic Lived, Rodney Mom, Vander, Galerain Moonsong, What's the Takeaway, Trips, Daniel Cordial, Chrono Guru, and Kobold. Thank you for your highest tier membership. So you stumbled on the napalm.
It will
That'll
be
be
Matt,
Lenora.
controller of Lenora. Am I ready? Is it my cue? All right, here we go, everyone. Hello. And previously on our campaign, the giants are unifying under the might of a demigod titan named Roskar. Under his mighty leadership, the giants are summoning forth dimensional portals to find their all-father, Anum, the god creator of the giant race. Upon bringing Anum back to the physical plane, the demigod Roskar plans to bring down the spellplague, which would tangle the weave of magic, making it easy for the giants to exterminate all the other races. This would truly bring a new age of giants. Thankfully, the mighty slayer of Tiamat are fighting to stop the menace and save the world once again. They have infiltrated the giants to learn of their plan and help with the great cost of the hag. They learned of the demigod Roskar's secret. He is using the power of a long-dead goddess known as the White Queen Mistress, head to manipulate the weaves of magic. They called upon the might of their allies from the Battle of Tiamat, the metallic dragons, led by the golden dragon Protanther. And with great dragon rage, they have swooped down and assaulting the giants guarding Mistra's rotting, screaming head high above the spire, across the frozen lake, far to the north, the frozen spine of the world. They fought valiantly and defeated the rotting head of the White Queen Mistra, stopping the threat of the spell plague and taking away the power of the demigod titan to dispel magic. Tonight, the group must decide what to do next. What will happen? What will the adventurers do?
Ooh, well done.
All right. Well, you guys are up at on the map here. I shared out. Should be able to see it. Where the X is, and that little lake over there in the northeast part of the world here. That's where you guys had left off, where you had destroyed the head of Mistra. And yeah, it's up to you guys what you want to do now.
We long rest, dude. Right? We got a long rest in.
I believe you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Did we level up too, or did I imagine that?
You should have, yeah.
18, if you have
So 18, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of nothing.
My other question was, we don't know where what's his face's like castle where he's holding up. Like we don't know where Roskar has been hiding out. We know that he has a place. We just don't know where it is.
Yeah, you guys
know where he was.
Yeah, you guys found him in that ice cavern, which is one of the circles there in the ice mountains.
We bailed on going. We could have fought him kind of at any time, but we bailed because at that point we knew he could stop magic, and we'd be kind of fucked.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're in the caves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ice caverns. Yeah, it's one of the circles here. This one right here is the one. That's where you'd last seen him in any case.
You know, guys, I think we should just go fucking fight him.
Well, do we have a scrying spell or anything that can, like, I'm all for fighting him, but I think we'll get our asses super kicked if we fight him and, like, all the other people.
Do you think he already knows the head's gone, or can we go in there and, like, pretend we don't have magic for a while, and then, you know, be like, oh, wait, I forgot. We destroyed your fucking head. We're ready to go.
Is there anything that we can... Sorry. Go ahead.
I love a farce. I was just to say, I love that idea, but I don't know if it's going to work.
Is there anything like that we know that could help us in this battle? Like I'm thinking of like, you know, this is totally not the thing, but remember when Perseus like kills Medusa's head, takes Medusa's head and like is able to defeat the Kraken. Like, is there any sort of like artifact or any weapon or something that could help us and that we think could help us in this fight, Nathan? Or
you haven't learned of anything, no, besides what you did, right? Which was you took out the threat of him being able to make magic useless. Besides that, that's all you're aware of.
Well, I believe Protanther is still here, right? If we wanted to ask
dragons.
Any questions of Protanther, because I believe we were trying to figure out how far away they should be. So they should, right? So I think he's still here.
Yeah, Protanther and the metallic dragons, you had talked to them there at the end of last session, and they were pretty set on they want to help try to kill this Titan.
Maybe we can draw out like the big bulk of the giants and try to then sneak into the cave and kill. I think we agreed that we have to try to kill Roscoe. Like he is the number one shot that we have to do.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So maybe we ask the dragons to draw out. And then we go in and sniper shot Roscar.
Team deliberate. I think that's a pretty good idea, actually. I think either way, a fight with him is inevitable. So it's like, how sneaky do we want to be, or how, straightforward?
Yeah, I think the question is basically how many other giants, lessening the number of other giants we have to fight with him, because he's surrounded by like a pretty healthy guard of like storm giants, I believe is the deal. So if we want to get in there and take down Roscar, then it'd be one thing if we could do that, on our own. It'd be another thing to have to fight, 10 giants with him. Because even then, if you want to do a feint, like we would have like one, we couldn't even survive one round of that pretending we didn't have magic.
Yeah.
Can we you guys, some of you guys are magic users, right? Like, can we cast some kind of illusions or something where like they think that we're somewhere else and we draw them somewhere and then we sneak in the cave or something? I don't know. I'm just riffing out loud. So
here's my proposal based on what Dave just suggested. What if we...
Who's Dave?
It's what Roenick just suggested.
Thank you.
So what if we sort of like get closer to where the giants are, and then like last time I can send in my invisible bat to scope out and see if anything has changed from then, and then we can start putting together a little bit more of a concrete battle plan from there. What say ye?
While we're deliberating here, Lenora turns her back to the party and casts divination to speak with her god, and asks if how long do we have until we are summoned forth before Roscar per his spell that he's prepared, or ritual, whatever it was.
You want to ask who that?
My god.
Oh, okay.
Neptune.
Okay.
Via divination.
All right, you gonna do that?
I am.
All right. So as you call forth, are you doing this in front of everybody, or how's
Yeah.
Okay.
Poseidon knows the gang. I go, Poseidon, the gang, Poseidon. We're all friends.
All right. So you see deep below the ice when you begin to speak to your god, Poseidon. Deep below the ice, you begin to see it kind of morph and change. Like there's a swirl happening underneath, and there's a vision begins to appear down in the ice below all of you. You can see that it appears as though there is no summoning happening. It's showing you the circle. There's nothing happening there. It's empty. That's the first thing you see, and then you see what looks to be Roscar and about 4 other looks to be maybe storm giants, and they are a dragon, each of them, and they are flying across the ice mountains. You recognize from your trip here that they are headed towards you.
Whoa!
What?
What dragon?
Dragon.
I thought the dragons were our friends.
The metallic dragons are.
That wanted Tiamat.
The evil dragon. Wait, what dragon is big enough to hold a titan?
Yeah, it looks as though that one may be summoned. It's larger than any dragon you've ever seen, at least.
Even the evil dragons.
Excuse me, I
would
think we've seen a pretty big dragon.
No.
If you remember her.
No, this one's larger than Tiamat to hold him. That's why you assume you assume it's summoned.
Meaning, like it doesn't exist in real life. Like, what does it mean by it's summoned?
Like as in he's using it to travel, not necessarily
Like
that.
To fight.
Or if it is a real dragon, you've never heard of it.
Got it.
Oh, okay. Like a fight, like it's his strong bad.
Yeah, it's his strong man.
Great.
Is what you
yeah.
assume.
Are we like in a city right now? Should we get out?
We're in the
case-
middle of an ice lake.
Yeah, you're in the middle of that area where you
Oh, we're
just
still
killed
there.
Mistra. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we left there.
we teleport out of there because they're coming to us right now. Unless you want to fight right now where we are.
Well, you know what I
Well-
think, you guys? I did take a magnificent mansion. Do you want to just hide in a mansion? They can't touch us. I don't think they can touch us. We can
What
also
if-
teleport.
Do we know what their
Side-
ETA is?
Well, they're traveling fast. They're traveling fast.
Hold on, let me check the schedule
Mm.
here.
If they're already in
I-
the ice mountains, they're probably gonna get there pretty fast. Sorry.
Yeah, if you guys got the map, you guys are here, and it looks like they're somewhere in this realm.
Okay. Okay. Well, we
I
can
think-
teleport out of here any minute.
I think we should do that now because we can talk anywhere but here, right?
Yeah,
So
we have to deliberate.
right, but not here. So, Fyfe, do your thing.
Well, do we want a mansion and stay here? We can watch them. They can't see us. It's an invisible. You
Oh.
conjure an extra dimensional dwelling in range that lasts for 24 hours. The entrance shimmers faintly and is 5 feet wide and 10 feet tall.
This is a god we're talking about. You think he can find us? You don't think he can find us in like a summoned mansion type thing?
Yeah, my concern is that he has some sort of legendary ability to yank us out, or
Yank us.
yeah.
Okay, let's teleport. Where do you want to go? You want to go hang out with the hag? You
Or
want
do
to
we-
hang out in the
The
woods?
hag,
We have to go
the hag
somewhere
is a
we've been
place they
before.
wouldn't even think to go get us, right? They don't even know about the
Okay.
hag.
Teleport us to the hag.
We teleport
Wait,
the
hold
hag.
on a second. Hold
Oh,
on a
wait.
second. We have a tactical advantage here. We know where they're going. Once we go somewhere else, and they, we're not really sure what their plans will be after that. So, do we want to go hide and discuss, or do we want to just like try to set up where we currently are to be a battle advantage?
How many dragons and riders did we see in that vision?
4. There are 4, and then the very large dragon that Roskar's atop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. I also want to talk to Protanther really quickly and be like, this is what's happening. There is they're on their way here. They are riding dragons. We don't know if they're dragons that are going to fight us or if they're just transportation dragons or what. But do you believe that we are prepared to make a stand here?
No matter what decision you small folk decide to do, we will make our stand here.
Mm-hmm.
With
Maybe we should just
with the word that they are headed towards this area, the Tout dragons take flight at Protanther's command, and they begin flying towards the ice mountains.
Wait.
Hey, why are they doing that?
Because you told them that they're on their way.
Yeah,
and we told them
Protanther-
we don't know what we want to do.
Yeah,
Protanther
Protanther's
wants to
been
wipe them out
saying.
now.
Yeah, Protanther's been saying he doesn't believe there's any time to waste. He has to be killed immediately. He didn't even want to come here and help with the head until you told him that they could dispel magic.
Mm-hmm. Wait, are they leaving like to go fight them right now, like in the air?
Yeah, they're flying in their direction. They're flying towards the
I
ice
see.
mountains.
Can you
We're finding them now.
message them to say that we should lay an ambush?
Absolutely, yeah. That's my thinking. Can we? I don't know how powerful my invisibility spells are. Could
only
we turn
thing
the?
The only thing that bothers me is that I feel like I don't have any buffing to I kind of wanted to go to the store. I wanted to go shop. I wanted to buy a couple of scrolls to give you guys haste and to help buff our beefy boys and our beefy babe.
Yeah, but that ship has sailed.
Yeah,
We're
you're right. You're right.
we're now here. This is where we are.
I guess
the dragons doing what they're doing changes the equation. So, get them back here. I don't know if you want to roll persuasion on this, but let's convince them, set an ambush up right here, make them think they're catching us flat-footed, when in reality, we're getting the drop on them.
Okay, let me see what I have. I might have some spells that we can use to prepare us.
Is there anything around us, Nathan, that dragons could potentially hide in or around?
Dragons? There's the giant spire.
The giant spire? Okay. Well, I will say they are mounted on dragons, so the chances of them landing to face us one-on-one, and dismissing their dragons is pretty small. They may just strafe us with breath weapons.
Well, can we create an illusion as if we are somewhere and we're not there?
I definitely have illusion spells. I just need to look at which ones I have prepared already.
I also can make an arcane
illusion strong enough to fool a titan and probably some ancient dragons.
I mean, they would have to roll for it either way. There's no illusion they just instantly see through, right? And if it fails, it fails. We're gonna fight them either way. It's just, do we get the jump on them? Nate, I want to potentially summon a planar ally that focuses on illusions. Are there anyone? Is there a trickster demon or something available via my collect call?
Let's see if I can find something.
I will say I'm gonna set up an arcane gate as a. Oh no, I got hit too hard. I need to go heal a little bit.
I have an insane heal right now. As you saw before, 400 hit points, I think, spread out. And I can revive the dead. Oh, sorry, 700 hit points.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Anything else we can do? Well, I'm gonna hit them with a mass suggestion when we see them, because I can hit 12 people, and I can suggest a course of activity. I don't think I'm gonna get like the Titan, but I if we can get a couple or even just one of the giants or dragons to leave, then that would be good. This is very stressful.
There is a straight up demon trickster that you could summon.
I summon him. Come forth, demon trickster.
All right, I'm gonna get him out on the sheet for you.
Oh,
Banner's giving dog lessons in the background.
Sorry, I have a trickster of my own.
Oh gosh. Okay. I'm definitely going to use my inspiring leader feat to give everybody an extra 28 points.
28 hit points?
Yeah, 28 hit points.
Nice.
29 hit points. So everybody gets 29 temporary hit points as I panic, look through my spell book because I did not anticipate we'd immediately be fighting.
Nate, is the
well, unfortunately, he's not in my list of mobs.
Oh.
He's not in here at all. Hang on, let me try this.
I'm not really asking him to stick around, so I don't need. You could maybe just theater of the mind this.
Yeah, we may have to. I may pull out a horn devil instead because that's in here.
Yeah.
Let me check the chain devil real quick, see if that's more in line with what you're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah, this is way closer.
Okay.
Yeah, let's use the chain devil, and we'll pull him out. remove all this extra stuff for the previous. There we go. All right, and I'll turn him green for you.
Great.
All right.
Okay. Lenora looks at the what kind of demon is it? You said.
Chain Devil.
Looks at the chain devil and says, not exactly what I was looking for, but what you'll do. Yes. Listen, time is of the essence. We have a series of giants riding dragons coming to us very soon, and I need you to cause as many distractions as possible while they attack us. You don't need to fight. You don't need to risk yourself at all, but I'd like you to make it seem like we're somewhere where we're not when they arrive, so we can get the element of surprise on them. And if you can stick around for a little while longer, to continue to create illusions, visual or in their mind, whatever you want to do, to keep them on the wrong foot, as it were. Can you do that?
The devil raises his hands in the air. There is a quiver in the air around you, almost like a giant shield surrounding the southwestern part of the lake, and it looks as if the very air itself is quivering for a second. And you realize what he's done is he's created a barrier that makes it seem as though no living thing is behind it.
How big is it? Can we fit the dragons back there?
It's very large. It goes up almost to the peak of the spire and wraps around this whole side of the lake. So basically,
Okay,
let me draw it here. It is like this. Right there where I've got that U shape. And you guys are where the line are. Of course, the dragons have already took off. The dragons are flying this way. Now, as this goes up, not like seconds after this shield goes up, you do feel a whoosh of air kind of rush from the west, blowing across the frozen ice of the lake, blowing at your hair, and up on the cliffside, right in front of where the metallic dragons are flying, you do see a giant dragon with some others behind it, and the metallic dragons are rushing towards them, and it looks like they're about to commence, so they're here, rushing the metallic dragons.
Lenora says to the chain devil, we can discuss terms now, or awesome if we can discuss them later. To everyone else, it's getting started, but we bought ourselves, hopefully, a little bit of time. Prepare yourselves.
Protanther, can you tell the dragons to head back this way? Because we are completely invisible. If the dragons fly over us and the giants follow them, then we can sort of like catch them by surprise and be at their flank.
As you say this, they're kind of clashing in with the others. You still get the feeling that he heard you, but there's no immediate response. But the dragons are clashing with their dragons, and they're fighting mid-air at the moment.
All the dragons, including Protanther?
Yeah, Protanther and all of them. They're all clashing with theirs.
We never really told him to turn around. So we
add 23 temporary hit points to your character sheet.
We really blew that one. All right.
Everybody does that?
Everybody does that, including the chain devil if he wants.
Sure. Nate, you have Protanther and several others as enemies. They're red.
Oh yeah, let me fix that. It must have reset them.
Oh my god, we're about to fight a titan and a bunch of dragons. Well, to be fair, right now we're not fighting anybody, but these unmounted dragons are fighting mounted dragons, and it's one mounted on a titan. So we may find ourselves, if we don't join this battle now, we may find ourselves at a huge disadvantage once they sorry to say, tear these dragons apart.
Are they going to tear the dragons apart? Maybe not.
I hope not.
Yeah, even if the dragons lose, they should be significantly weakened by the time they get to us. Hopefully, but yeah, we should do what we can.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I can't
yeah,
fly,
yeah.
or I can fly, but not up there. I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, I like our advantage right now with this invisibility shield, and the dragons might be on their way back any minute. I told them to come back. We have an invisibility shield. We can flank them.
Yeah. Actually, hopefully the dragons do sort of start coming back, and they can draw them into a kill box.
It doesn't make any sense to, like, while the dragons are distracting them, like, try to find some sort of tactical advantage from the ground, right? Like, or
Nathan,
like,
do you happen to have a map of where we're fighting?
Yeah, we have a bet. I actually have 2 maps depending on how this goes. But I can go ahead and pull up, see if I can remember what I called it.
Depending on how this goes, there's the we're about to die map and the we might win map.
The you're fucking dead map and the you're losing 2 characters map.
Yeah, here we go. Let me share this map. This is where you're at now.
so
This will make it easier.
optimistic.
So everybody
Ooh.
jump over to
Crabbick,
this map.
are those your rolls for?
They sure are.
Got a really good one over there.
Yeah, I got a 5, a 20, an 11. That's
very
good.
exciting.
I'm going to drag you guys
That's a
out
good
onto
spread.
the map. We got Lenora. We got Crabbick. Balasar.
What happened to the head? Is
It's
the head
dead.
just under the
We,
head? But is
we
like,
destroyed it.
okay, it's fully destroyed.
It doesn't exist. It didn't it's not like lying on the ground or anything. All right. I think, who am I missing? Who did I not drag out? I missed somebody.
Hello.
Oh, I didn't get you. Oh, where are you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, forgot about me.
Forgot about Tronic.
Uh-huh.
Here we go, Tronic. All right.
We'll see the next time you stream Pantheon.
All right. And I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
draw.
try to Crabbick. Oh, go ahead.
This is the barrier, the invisibility barrier here. And let me get out your demon here too.
It looks like a funny little clown face now.
Oh, by the way, while
Hold
you're
on.
doing that,
Before we go, I
in
just
the,
want to say, in case people are listening, that was a total joke, and Nathan obviously earned his streaming Pantheon this weekend. I had nothing to do with it. Like
Insider trading.
Yeah.
Insider trading. It's
I don't
happening
want
live.
people to think, Nathan hosts Roenick's D&D campaign, so that's why he got to stream. That is not the
Fucking
case.
Clarence Thomas over here.
Nepo
Nazi
baby.
paraphernalia.
You were great, by the way, Nathan.
Appreciate it. We had a little rough start with the OBSing. By the way, big shout out to Minus, who got with me after the stream and showed me what settings were wrong and helped me fix it.
I know, he told me.
All right, guys. So here's what's going on.
Yeah.
It does look like the metallic dragons are in a bit of a rage here. So Protanther, you can barely make out his voice as he's yelling. He's kind of pulled away. It looks as though he's trying to convince the silver dragon, the bronze dragon, to follow him. It does look like he's trying to bring them back. They are in a bit of a rage on the giants right now and just still locked in battle. It does look like Protanther's having a bit of a problem trying to get them to drag away.
Well, I want to message them too. Then same thing.
All right, and what exactly are you telling them again? That you've got a trap situation.
Fly back towards us. Fly over us. That way we can flank them. We are currently invisible.
So the silver dragon says nothing. The bronze dragon replies back to you though and says, "Our honor, we kill them here."
It's like a bunch of frat boys on a night out. Leave
Okay,
them.
well, can't get between a dragon and its honor, I guess. Anyways, what are we doing, guys?
Crabbick, do you want to get 60 feet away from here so that we can sort of be sniped from a distance?
So we can do what?
Spell snipe from a distance? 'Cause I don't think we have any touch-based spells. Correct me if I'm
Yeah, I
wrong.
mean the
You
only
wanna
thing that
be
we
here?
can really hide behind is that giant, spire behind us.
How far away is that spire from our teammates?
Our teammates and our dragons.
No, you guys. Like from us, where we're standing right now. How far?
It's
away is the
every
spire?
square is 5 feet. So what is that?
About 40 feet, yeah.
And how far away is the fight currently from where we are?
That's a good. It's up on the cliff side, up, where you guys had ran down up on a cliff up there. How far did we say it was when you were trying to get away? Actually, I remember.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It was more than 150.
Yeah,
so
so
it was like one of your spells.
yeah, it's about 200 feet away up on the cliff side. And they're
Okay,
also
so
up
we
in
could
the air.
potentially get there pretty quickly. Lenora, will your little chain devil move the invisibility shield with us if we go join the dragons where they're fighting?
I don't know that makes sense. Are we gonna try to shield the dragons while they're fighting?
No, I'm saying we can be invisible as we're approaching, and then we can sort of like surprise them with our presence.
I see. I asked the chain devil this question.
You ask it what? I'm sorry, I was setting up.
Yeah, no problem. If we can, if this invisibility barrier thing can move with us as we walk towards the battle.
He lets you know that no, he can only dispel it and reapply it.
Part of me wonders if, let them get their rage out. I'm sure they're doing some damage to the giants. And then I would like to think at some point the dragons would realize this is a stupid, this is where they should retreat. So I don't want to run in. I don't want to rush in when everybody's still at full strength because I'm a human or I'm a half elf. I'm tiny. Why don't we tell Protanther when the bloodlust has been sated to retreat back to where we are, and then we can work together. So don't die out there.
Well, why doesn't he just bring him back here anyway, and we can ambush him?
As you guys are
that's what we're
talking,
trying to do.
Roskar is no longer mounted, has grabbed the ancient silver dragon and has ripped one of his wings off and has tossed him. And he comes flying, slams into the ice. The ice cracks and bursts, and some water begins bubbling and spewing forth, and he slides over into the barrier. Roskar's standing over the cliffside and sees the dragon slide into invisibility. He's raising his great sword into the air and yelling. It looks as though they now know that you have an invisibility spell here.
Well,
okay. Well, fuck.
This is what happens when we deliberate for too long. It's finally coming back to kick us in the ass.
Wait a minute. One other thing.
Heal this dragon.
Crabbick.
Heal the dragon.
No,
Heal the dragon.
Crabbick, listen to me first. You have a sending spell. Send a spell to Leosin and tell him to bring people here, as many people as he can. Use a teleportation spell to bring people as close as possible, because we really should get more allies.
I do that.
The good news is that Protanther and the bronze dragon are now flying back towards your way.
That's the good news?
Yeah, they're finally doing the plan.
Yes. Okay. I am going to I'm going to misty step us over to the spire.
Okay. All right.
So we're.
Is anybody going to heal this dragon?
I can heal it. I can lay on hands, but I can only do 80, 90 hit points, which might not be a wing's worth.
Yeah,
so
even
I
if
don't
you
know.
heal him, can he grow a wing back anyway? How does that work?
No.
You know what? But
unless you
can
have
still
some
breathe.
kind of magic.
I'm gonna. Okay. Oh, not unless he has some kind of. Okay. Well, I can. Out of I will heal this dragon. I will use my lay on hands to heal this dragon. Hopefully, before I'm misty stepped up there.
Yeah, you gave him some drugs. Now he just doesn't feel that he's missing a wing.
Well, look, Go ahead.
Okay. I was going to ask Balasar, are you misty stepping with us because you don't have any range range attacks, do you?
Yeah, no, I didn't expect to be Misty Stepped. Yeah, so I wasn't. I thought you were saying you Misty Stepped all of us. I didn't know necessarily that was the best part of the
It's
plan.
just me and Crabbick are Misty Stepped. Everybody
Oh,
else.
okay,
is,
yeah. I didn't
is
think you
still
could
in
Misty
the-
Step someone else as well.
Oh, is that all it is?
I just pick up Crabbick, and we're the only two because he's a tiny
Okay.
little bean boy.
Okay, so
Is there still a lake of ice? Is there still like a are all of these things that are drawn on the map still here?
Yes. Well, no.
Okay, so
Hang on.
this-
Some of this is not. Hang on. Let me erase. I'll assume this would be gone now. That was a spell you guys had cast. But the shattered parts are, that's where the ice has been broken.
Mhm.
And I need to add a new one right here where the dragon smashed into the ice.
Does anyone have a walk on water spell?
I think Lenora has a pretty good command of the water and of using it to his advantage, her advantage. I'm sorry.
I do, but I don't think we're at that point yet, are we?
No, I don't think we are. Anyway, I'm healing this dragon, and am possibly going to mount it, even if it fly.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't think so?
Because you're gonna mount the dragon, like.
No, she was giggling.
He is a dragon,
Oh.
he's a dragon type, so dragon on dragon action.
Dragon on dragon.
Yeah.
Is very normal.
I listen when it's well documented that watching another dragon crash into the ice has a well-known sexual awakening.
Very
There's a whole
sexually
movie made about
powerful.
it.
I want to say to this ancient silver dragon, well, don't you feel silly? Now he knows we have an invisibility barrier. Thanks to you, because you wouldn't stop fighting it, ding dong.
I'm gonna tell Crabbick, don't be mean.
I'm sorry, little ones, he says.
Yeah, what?
Your
It's like,
apology.
oh, good, yeah, good. Like they have honor. I have honor too. I'm ready to fight. You, our mighty wizard, was like, let's sit here in Illusionville.
Sit here in Illusionville.
I mean, look, I'm role playing. I'm dumb. Thank you.
So Pertanther and the Ancient Dragon are now, they've swooped up behind the invisible barrier here. Roskar has taken to the skies. He's levitating and flying down towards you. I'll go ahead and get him on the map.
Can I just message everybody in our group? He doesn't have the ability to do the spellplague anymore. If we need to teleport out of here, I am highly, highly, highly suggesting we just run at a certain point.
Yeah, at a certain point.
Okay,
Mhm.
so if anything bad happens, find me or Crabbick and we'll teleport away.
The classic fight plan B.
With the dragons, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can't teleport dragons, and I'm gonna message Pertanther being like, we need to fight, but we also need to live. And if anything, if it breaks bad, if we all roll 1s and 2s all night, we need to flee. We need to get out of here. So I'm telling my team, find either me or Crabbick, and like we gotta go. Like if more than 2 of us are down and we're all like at like 50 and we can only take 1 more hit, I will dimension door. I'm saving a couple. I'm gonna save a teleport spell, but we need to be able to get out of here. That's my call.
All right. Balasar.
Something very big in the corner.
Balasar is. You said you messaged us?
Yeah.
Okay. Balasar responds, I make no promises.
New phone, who dis?
I tell Balasar, if you die, I'll kill you. So you can fucking get back here.
Hilarious. What a cool line. That should be in a movie.
I'm writing my screenplay.
What movie is that in?
I don't know.
It's probably in like what's that movie with all the young vampires or whatever?
Twilight?
No, the one with Kiefer Sutherland. Lost Boys or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Okay, but we understand the plan. This is not a fight till we die. This is a fight. If we might die, then we should leave.
Okay,
Right.
so
Ringing endorsement.
All right, Rosgar is
Right.
about to cross through the invisible barrier. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Are the other giants with him still?
Not yet, but obviously they're mounting back up on their dragons. They will be obviously following right behind. You can see them up on the cliffside.
I mounted this dragon. Did we? I don't know if I said that, but all right.
Okay,
I think I
you're
said
doing
I
it.
was going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the silver dragon?
Is there another dragon to mount? I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind riding a dragon.
Yeah, the
The silver
ancient
dragon's
bronze
more
dragon.
like a tank than a flying mount at this point. But yeah.
He has a wing missing. I'm sure he could still do some maneuvers with one wing.
Yeah, like will
Okay.
will Protanthor or the bronze dragon let me ride them?
Yeah, which one do you want to ride?
Oh hell yeah, I'll get on Protanthor.
All right, you're going to call it to Protanther. So Protanther swoops down. You jump up on his back.
All right, sweet.
All right.
Okay.
And looks like we still need Roenick. Balasar's.
Oh my god!
Oh, what are we doing?
Balasar's. Roll an initiative.
Christ
my
on
bad. I
a
didn't know.
cracker.
I really like how large
Oh,
you made
geez.
this icon.
I'm right there with you, Balasar. That's my worst initiative roll ever.
I have advantage, dude.
I mean, I have
All right.
I have a +7.
7. Yeah, that's kind of
Neither
All right.
one of us is.
We all got pretty bad advantage.
We're hanging back. We're hanging back this round. That's all.
Oh my god!
Just as
Look at-
Rosgar begins cracking through the invisible barrier, the chained devil backs up a bit and throws up an illusion right here of what appears to be a giant. I'm just going to draw a real crappy little picture here. All right, there we go. Of a giant dragon's head. It looks like it's bursting up out of the ice. Just the head of this dragon is larger than Protanther. So he's got that image, which Rosgar is bursting through. All right, now let's look at the turn order.
Nora gives a big thumbs up.
I'm watching this like shadow puppets and be like, it's a bunny. It's a lion. Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
it's like the Jurassic Park emblem or something.
I
Trip
don't
to
know
the
what it
dentist.
is, but it's so cute. It's making me like tear up. I want to cry.
I think that you're feeling what's actually about to happen. That's why you're about to cry.
Oh yeah, no, it's the fear. The butt pucker is the fear.
All right. Rosgar he's up first on the turn order, so he's bringing down. Whoops, wrong thing. He's bringing down an attack on the silver dragon. That's a hit.
Oh really? With a +12, it's a hit.
31? That's it? I thought
All
that
right.
was tough.
Well, now he is going to attack again. This time he's aiming for Balasar on his back. It's a miss. He misses. As he brings his great sword around, Balasar manages to get low onto the silver dragon's back. The silver dragon, injured from before, is already falling down to the ice, and the great sword swoops right across. However, ancient bronze dragon's right beside, so let's see if it hits him. It's a hit. 48 damage. All right. Let's get the turns fixed here on the thing.
Wait, Ancient Silver Dragon's wound is 120, even though I healed it for 90 already?
Did you heal it? Did you actually cast it, or was that I need to do that manually?
I'll do that on my own.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll stem the bleeding from its thing. So I'll just do that. I have to do it 18 times, but I will do it.
Yeah, because you called that before the turn, so you can go ahead and do that now. Crabbick, it's your turn now.
Heal,
Okay.
Heal. Oh,
I love it. I love it.
Oh my goodness.
Gorgeous.
All right. Sorry, I'm just checking which spell I want to use.
By the way, quickly, I just want to say to the chat, I'm taking names for my new dog. So if anyone has a good name for the dog, we really want Balasar, but it probably will not fly. Or I really want Balasar, but it probably will not fly. Go ahead, put them in the chat. We'll see. I'd love to see what you guys can come up with.
Okay.
Yeah, throw some ideas in chat, guys.
I am going to cast Incendiary Cloud where Rosgar is.
Okay.
So he must make a, I think it's a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
But let me just
I think you can
target
cast
him
it on
real
him.
quick.
Yeah.
Target that. And cast. God damn it.
You succeeded.
Well, he still takes some damage.
Right. Half damage, I assume. All right, there you go. Nice. Yep, half damage.
Very good. All right, that's my turn.
Now, what is that? Is that something that lingers, or it sounds like something that
I believe it does. Incendiary Cloud lingers. A swirling cloud of smoke shot through white-hot embers appears in a 20-foot radius sphere. The cloud spreads around corners, heavily obscured. It lasts and is heavily obscured, so maybe he has trouble seeing also.
Okay.
It lasts until a wind of moderate or greater speed, at least 10 miles per hour, disperses it.
Okay. All right. And now it is Protanther's turn. And you're on his back, Roenick. Let me get out of his drawing mode. All right. He is swooping down to the side here to attack Rothscar. He is going to use Fire Breath at this angle. He failed. All right. So full damage. 63 damage. So it spews out fire across. It basically, Rosgar is so huge that it doesn't even touch the ice. It's completely just envelops that side of his left shoulder and scorches him a bit. All right, and now it is Fire Giant 2's turn. He is on this dragon. We're going to go ahead and move him. He's flying into combat. Or actually, I guess we'd have to wait for the dragon's turn. He's doing nothing then, that turn. Chain Devil's turn. Anything you want him to do? He has Unnerving Mask, which is an illusion spell, basically. He has Animate Chains. What does that do? Up to 4 chains the devil can see within 60 feet of it magically sprout. Razor edge barbs and animate under the devil's control. Each animated chain is an object with AC of 20 and 20 hit points, resistant to piercing damage and immunity to psychic and thunder damage. When it uses multi-attack on its turn, it can use animated chain to make 1 additional chain attack. So he can summon chains he can use as an additional attack. He's got magic resistance, and he's got devil's sight. In other words, magical darkness or things like that don't impede him.
Thank you. 2 thumbs up from
Lenora. Are you doing anything? He's asking if you're doing anything with it.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
he's not just reading you for the sake of his bedtime story.
I was telling you so you could pick if you want to do chains or just a regular attack or.
No, chains. Chain.
Okay. We're gonna animate some chains then. All right, and you're gonna use them on Roscar, I assume.
Yeah.
All right.
Faux show.
All right, he gets 2 attacks. He missed the first one. Ooh, crit.
Oh, jeez. Oh wait, that's good for us.
That's good. That's
19 damage. All right, and now it is Storm Giant 3's turn. Who by himself can't do things. You have to wait for the dragon. Lenora, it's your turn.
Okay. I start with a free action, and I cast Shield of Faith on Balasar, who's very tiny on my screen. I'm targeting Balasar. Shield of Faith. Extra AC for you, buddy. Congrats. And
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm gonna back away. He is currently Roskar is still riding that dragon.
No, he's levitating. It's just him.
Oh, just him levitating. Okay. Good to know. I mean, we got a lot of things going on with him right
So
now.
he's in midair?
Yes.
How far off the ground is he?
Not very. He swooped down. Maybe we'll say he's 20 feet off the ground.
So, but he's not in melee range for, say, I don't know, a Dragonborn Paladin?
Well, you're a dragon who, even though he can't fly, he can move 60 feet regular.
Yeah, so great. Okay, great.
So you could get to him for sure. And, and you're atop a dragon who's obviously about 24 feet tall. So atop his back, you can reach him, yes.
USA. Great.
USA.
Okay, so jeez. I cast Insect Plague on him.
Okay.
Not my most powerful spell, but let's just get things started. It'll also do more obscuring. Oh, wait, he
failed.
He failed, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Super failed.
Nice.
Yeah, is that like a crit fail?
Yeah, it is. I don't think his spell probably has anything for that, but let's see what it does.
Yeah. Let me read the more details because I really didn't think this was going to be a thing. So put a circle around him, another circle, I guess, another thing. The area is obscured. He has to make a Constitution saving throw if he starts his turn there. So he took the damage already. If he stays there, he keeps taking damage, basically.
Okay.
I could have cast it more powerfully, but I didn't. That's fine. Whatever. Yeah, I think that's it.
It's obscured by little scurrying insects. Is that what it is?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Nice. All right. So it appears as though a great cloud of insects has enveloped around him. Looks like it's caused some damage to him as well. And now it is Red Dragon 1's turn, which is this one. All right. They are flying in. To there. All right. And let me see here. Yep, there's not really much else he can do there. All right, and it is Fyfe's turn.
Okay. I am going to target Rock. He's what? Is that 85? Okay, yeah. So I am going to cast a level 1 spell at him. I'm going to cast Hex, 90 feet. Hex on him? Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna start off a little soft because I'm gonna wait for everybody else to show up before I start using other spells. Yeah. And I'm just gonna hit him with 4 Eldritch Blasts, which I now have.
Okay.
So it's miss. That's gonna miss. Christ. Miss. Okay, hit him once. Jesus Christ. After. That's only 16 points. But in the process, who's the most up? You know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna hold off on all my bardic.
Okay.
Is Kristen coming in soft for you guys? Because I can barely hear her.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will continue to shout, but I will also fix audio. And that's gonna be it for me. I'm really gonna try to make sure that you guys don't get fucked by all the other guys.
All right.
Ooh.
All right, Roenick, it's your turn.
Okay, and I'm on the back of this dude, right? I'm gonna first, with my first attack, I'm gonna use prismatic spray from my helmet.
Okay.
So let me target this fucker.
Real quick, Nathan, before we get any melee attacks, he's surrounded now by an insect swarm and an incendiary cloud, right?
Yes.
So if we melee attack him, we are subject to both of those things. Is that correct?
The cloud's like around him, and he looks huge on the map. I assume I centered it on him in a way where you could like walk up to his foot or whatever and not be in the cloud.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Okay.
He's so huge that really these things are just on him.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Like a Final Fantasy boss with like multiple heads and levels and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay. So my first attack, I'm going to use one of my gems and do prismatic spray.
Okay.
And it's the one that's random, and it's yellow. The target
Lightning.
takes 10d6 lightning damage.
Okay.
So if he fails, half as much on a successful one.
Right.
So do you want to? He's got to make a. It doesn't say what kind. I don't know what. I guess. Doesn't say what kind of. Let me see. Doesn't say what kind of spell.
When you use that, does it let you cast a spell on him?
It does not.
Okay, let me try to find it here. What was it? 10d6.
Yeah, it's prismatic spray. Oh, here, wait. Must make a dexterity saving throw. So he's got to make a dex saving throw.
I assume against your wisdom, right?
I guess so.
Okay, let me roll it for him.
Okay. My wisdom is a 14 plus, I guess, yeah.
You said dex, right?
Oh, dex.
Is that what you said? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, he rolled a 25.
I think he's okay. All right, so
let me check your stats. Okay, yeah, he's okay. All right. But he still takes half damage, so roll for it. 10d6.
Yeah. 10d6. That's a lot of ones.
22, so 11 damage?
Yeah, so that's 11. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. Oh, whoops! I did that backwards.
As we're flying by, I'm like just kind of like shooting rays out of my helmet.
Okay.
Here comes another one. This is gonna be orange acid, 10d6. Same.
All right. Same thing. Same. Dexterity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. You rose a 13. Let me check. What was yours again?
My dexterity is 15.
What's your wisdom though? Because I think he's going against your spell
14.
casting, right? Okay, so he failed. All right, so roll for it.
All right.
Nice. Come on, 6s.
Because you got a +2 to wisdom also. All right, 30.
So
nice.
Takes the full 30.
Let me do that.
I don't know how many of these. I need to check to see how many gems I have left. Hang on.
And chat, the dino head is an illusion. The chained, the chained devil.
Also, I cast Hex on him, so he has disadvantage on saving throws. Wisdom saving throws.
Oh, I hope you're
on wisdom saving throws. Okay.
Many things that he has to, mental images he has to clear from his mind / bugs before he does anything on his turn. He's gonna have a hell of a start of his turn.
I don't know how. Nathan, did you have the original? How many gems I have of each gem by any chance?
Yeah, I do have it here. Let me see if I can find it.
So this was because I know I've used prismatic spray. This is like I believe the fourth. That was 4 and 5.
Yeah, this is your. Hang on, let me find it here. This is your helmet, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? I'm trying to find Helm of Brilliance. There it is. I do have it, but I think it might be in my other notebook. I know you're not anywhere near out, so I'll just keep track, and I'll get my other notebook and I'll update it. So you've done.
Then I'm gonna do it again then, because I feel like this is right now the best as of we're swooping by. So I'll take my third attack.
Okay.
And do it again. This one will be a cold. So 10d6 cold. He's got to make another saving throw. Wait.
Violet.
Oh, Violet. Oh, was it 7? Oh, my bad.
Wisdom saving throw. A successful save ends the blindness. If it fails that save, the creature is transported to another plane of existence. Of the DM's choosing is no longer blinded. Typically, a creature that is on a plane that isn't its home plane is banished home, while other creatures are usually cast in the astral of the ethereal planes.
So he
okay.
fails. He's blinded here.
Yeah. Wait, hang on. A successful save ends the blindness.
A successful save for the next round.
Oh, I see. If it fails its second, then it's he'll be transported another round. Okay, so let's do that real quick.
Something tells me he can probably get back pretty quickly, but maybe not.
And this is a wisdom save throw, which he has disadvantage to.
Which he does have disadvantage on. And
So
I'm
let
ready
me-
with the cutting words.
Let me turn that on. All right, I'm going to roll for it. All right, he rolled a 14 with disadvantage.
That's what I have.
That is a fail. All right, so he is blinded.
Nice.
Whoa.
What does that mean? He just does he have
And he
disadvantage on his attack?
has to roll on his next turn. If he fails on that roll, then he will be banished. He'll go to a plane of. He'll go to
He has a
another
lot
plane,
of rolls
basically.
on his next turn.
Yeah, we'll roll that one first, though. That's the most devastating. All right,
Yeah.
and now it is Adult Dragon 2's turn. Where's it at here?
Yeah,
all
my
right,
axe and surges.
they're flying up. That was a good roll. All right, and now it's Ancient Bronze Dragon's turn. Nobody's on his back. All right, he is going to attack Roskar. He's doing. Yeah, he can do lightning breath, so he's going to try to do that. He failed. Full damage. Takes 111 damage.
Woo!
Wow.
So large amounts of lightning just crash down all over him.
Nice.
Balasar, it's your turn. So the
right.
lightning crashed on him. He's blinded. He is no longer. He's actually. He's still levitating, but he is hovering low to the ground now.
Okay. Next to watching an insane amount of lightning, like just do such amazing damage, Balasar just looks at his sword and is like, "Well, I guess we'll use. I guess I'll do this. I guess, yeah." It's like, hey, me too. And I had cast Thunderous Smite too.
All right.
As a bonus action, so it'll be my little extra lightning damage if I'm able to hit him. So yeah, I'm gonna have the dragon sort of duck in and out and have him, and I'm gonna swing twice at him.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, all right. Okay, and I've turned on. I just want to make sure I've turned on all my little stuff because I'm definitely using Divine Smite at the highest level.
$46 damage.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Great. All right, I'm going to swing again. No Thunderous Smite, but I'm going to have to reset up my my other smites. Sorry, one sec.
No problem.
Okay. Do-do. And all right, I'm going to swing again. I'm going to
Miss.
re-roll that on a luck.
You can use the luck. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to use the luck. There we go.
Hit.
All right.
38 damage.
Great. All right. And that's what I got.
All right. It is Ancient Silver Dragon's turn. The one you're on the back of, Balasar. Let's see what he's got. He's going to cast Cold Breath. Actually, he's going to move first. Whoops. He's going to move over here so he doesn't hit his allies. He succeeded, so it's going to be half damage. Roskar takes, what is that, 30? 34?
35, about
35,
34,
yep.
35.
Yeah, I think it always rounds up, so 35. All right, and now it is Storm Giant 2's turn. Skip his turn, wait
Balasar
on the
sees the
dragon.
35 damage and sort of lets out a little chuckle. He doesn't. He's not audible, but like, oh, nice breath there.
Let me check what he's got here. Okay, 500 feet. Okay. So Storm Giant 1, who's atop the dragon here, he is going to cast Lightning Strike at Protanther and Roenick. We'll roll on Roenick first.
Can he see them?
Yeah, he's right there. He's flying up on him. Roenick succeeded. All right, so let's roll for damage on Roenick. It's half damage. So half of that, 27. All right, now I'm going to roll against Protanther. He succeeded, so half damage. All right, so about 25 damage. All right, and that's his turn. All right, Adult Dragon 3. Okay, they're riding up as well. Put them here. All right, and what has he got? He's casting, let's see. No, he's not close enough. All right, that's it for him. It's Rosgar's turn. Okay, so Rosgar covered in clouds, and there's insects surrounding him, and first he's got to roll. He can't do anything until he rolls his wisdom, which is at disadvantage.
Yep.
So let's see what happens here. Turn on disadvantage. Okay, he succeeded. All right, so
Wait. Can I do cutting words on him?
I don't think you can do that on a save roll, can you?
Let me hold on.
Can you?
Well,
check it. Check it.
Check it. When a creature you see within, no, I don't think I can. I'm not. Yeah, it's attack roll, ability check, or damage. No saving.
All right, so he has shook away the blindness, but he is he outstretches his arms, and when he does, he lets out a roar. A couple things happen here. The insects and the cloud that was cast on him disperses away, and he is going to cast a heal on himself too.
Can I counterspell that?
Yes, you can try.
I would like to counterspell. Level 4 counterspell. Or
Okay.
yeah, I'll do level 4.
The one wasn't a spell; that was a roar and him just bursting forth. But your counterspelling is heal, right? That's what you intended. Okay.
The heal. Does that work? Do I get the heal? It's a level 4. So I don't know. If it's a higher spell than a level 4 spell.
It's a level 4.
Okay, then it just doesn't work.
No. I'm asking. No, this is not a level 4. I'm asking you. That's what it said.
Oh, I'm
Right.
rolling it. I'm casting it at level 4.
Okay, got you. Yes, that would work. All right, so he does not heal himself.
Fuck you! I throw a
So he jumps into the air. Well, not really jump because he's not touching the ground, but he levitates up into the air. I'm going to shrink him just so you can know that he's up in the air. He is flown up over here, and he is casting... He's casting a Circle of Death. I'm going to draw it here. Let me erase all the stuff that he just dispersed.
That sounds pretty happy.
Whoops, I didn't mean to get rid of all that. Let me draw that back. I accidentally deleted all my stuff. Here's the dragon. I'm going to draw him a little crappier this time. We had Broken Ice here. We have Broken
Maybe
Ice
it's like
here.
a gang name
Broken
or something
Ice
where it's like not
here.
as bad as
He
it
flashed
tries to sound bad.
gang symbols at us.
Sure.
All right, 60 feet. So... he is going to attempt to do this right here. It's a Circle of Death.
Eep.
Does anybody else have a counterspell?
I'll do a counter spell on that.
Okay, it looks like it's going to do everything itself. It's a Constitution saving throw.
Nathan, can I cast counter spell on that?
And counterspell up to what level?
Boo.
I mean, you have to roll for it at a certain point. Can you give yourself like an 11 plus whatever your spellcasting modifier is? I say as I'm clearly metagaming, and I'm so sorry.
If it is casting a spell of 4th level or higher, make an ability check. I honestly, this is the part of
It
the
is.
game that
It's
I don't know how
it's
it works.
levels. It's a level 6 spell. So what does it say to do?
Okay, good.
It says if it's over level
you
4.
attempt to charge your creature and process casting spell. If the creature is casting a spell of 3rd level or higher, if the casting spell of 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a success, the creature spell fail and has no effect.
Okay, so it'd be 16.
Yes,
Gotcha.
with your intelligence modifier.
And my intelligence modifier is
+5.
+5. So I roll a d20,
Yes.
and I need to get an 11.
16 or higher. Yes.
Yeah. And you do?
All right. Yes, sir.
So you counterspelling the entire spell? Is that what's happening?
This death circle thing.
Okay. All right. Give me a second. I gotta.
I don't know, Nathan. Since I'm not in it, I kind of am curious what it was gonna do.
Oh, it's nasty.
So let's...
It's very nasty. All right, hang on. All right, I'm drawing all these back because it keeps erasing it. All right, so as this happens, he lets out another roar, and you are. I need everybody. I'm sharing a map.
God.
You've been transported?
No.
Yep.
What?
So as the roar subsides, it echoes, and you it's so loud that all of you have to close your eyes. And when you reopen your eyes, you are no longer in a frozen land. I'm going to drag you guys out on the map. Well, it looks like you're high atop a cliff. It's green. It's kind of the opposite of what you guys were in. It's warm.
There's no map, right?
Yeah, there is a
Oh,
map.
I see it.
There's
Yeah.
a map. You see a
I
cliff?
got trying to find Roenick.
can't- Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to drag you out
Everybody
there.
but Roenick again.
I know. What?
Can't
Come
find you
dude.
on here.
He doesn't want those Pantheon codes.
Those Pantheon codes. That's it.
There you go.
The
There he
codes.
is. All right.
The deep lore code.
I'm gonna share it again to make sure everybody got it. So you are standing here, and let me drag him back out. It looks like you're on top of a large rock column, and surrounding you, it's almost like there's a dome around this, an invisible. I mean, it's not invisible. You can clearly see that it's a disturbance in the etheric air around you, but there's a see-through looking dome around you on top of this rock. And you can see off in the distance that you're high up on a cliff top somewhere. And Rosgar appears before you. As you start to come to your senses, Rosgar begins to speak. What brings you to these lands, and why do you try to stop the Age of Giants?
Because you're trying to kill us. You're trying to kill the small folk. We are small folk. Does not the beast know what his own destruction looks like, and does he not fight?
So you are the ones who defeated the great Tiamat.
Yep.
We are.
Yes.
And what is
Please,
it?
senor.
What are your desires? What are your wishes?
Peace.
Life.
You stop. Cease with everything you're doing.
We wish to live in a world of magic that is not run by giants like yourself.
The
Can
giants.
we not find a way to find peace?
The giants were here long before any of you. None of you would exist without them. Why shouldn't these lands belong to the giants?
But, I don't really
Because-
feel like. Go ahead, Balasar.
I got this. Because before we were here, we are not alive. But if you exterminate us now to live as before, your heart will not survive. It will be as black as Tiamat.
Nathan, can I roll an insight check into this guy to see like he stopped a fight to have a convo? Like what's his intention?
Yeah, you want to roll insight on them?
Yes, please.
All right. Hang on a second. I got to move the window. I can't really see. Okay, 26.
I know.
It looks as you get the feeling that he is trying to that he would rather you be allies than enemies.
Okay. So I think based on this conversation that there is a world in which he could find a resolution. Like, is he willing to be convinced that humans and giants and dragons can live in some kind of harmony?
You're not sure of that, but it does seem like he is trying to work out something for you not to fight him.
Okay. Can I cry to him? We have fought a great evil. We have fought Tiamat. We are not which I know are the ancient foe of giants, dragons. We do not wish to see the destruction of giants. I myself and me and my compatriots have become friends and allies to the cloud giants not too long ago, and we know the value of your ancient and beautiful race, and we respect the race of giants. However, it is not within our own. We can't allow the small folk to be so controlled, and we would love to find a way in which we could come to some agreement, come to some armistice in which we do not have to destroy each other in order to partake of this world. There will be ancient witches and dangerous wizards and those who wish to see the end of all things, but we wish to see the continuation of both your kind and our own. Is there not a way that we could come to some sort of agreement of a truce?
Yes, there are terms we could come to. This world is large and plentiful, but here in Faerun, these lands belong to the giants. These were ours, the dragons, and your kind have drove us into the far north peaks of the mountains, when in reality all of this land is ours.
So what are you
And
proposing?
so
That
the
everybody
land,
leave?
it's because you were here first? Is that the only metric by which we measure austerity, claim to life and land, and
Indigenous rights.
Matt, you're canceled. Matt is canceled.
That's done. That's done.
Big folk. All I'm saying is, big folks were here first, but we did it right. Okay, we came here and did it right.
We went in through. We got our papers. Everything was right.
Your people summoned forth Tiamat would have destroyed this entire plane of existence. You've
Okay, but you know
negated
that we
any
fought
right you
him.
have.
We fought him back. You know that. We already established that fact.
I do not deny that you have done the right thing, and that is why I wish not to fight with you. I wish to explain to you why what we are doing is the only true and right course for Faerun.
Is there not a way to mitigate death? I recognize your right to these lands, but if that comes at the cost of life of our people, we cannot allow that. Is there not a way for giants and humans to live side by side, to live in a way in which we just eat like animals who we have never confirmed are able to recognize pain or like suffering or like a greater understanding. Like, let's all eat deer. Let's all like, we actually did this thing where we like created deer for a little bit, and it was really great. And we should just do stuff like that. Is there another way to do that?
Create deer? I do not follow.
I can do. I can.
You're losing
Can
me,
I
bro.
I'm losing you a little bit. Is there not a way to? I recognize that.
Mayday!
Mayday! We're going down. Can't we just like live side by side? Can't we? I recognize that you do not wish to live in the north anymore, but the proliferation of both of our species should be cold. We should not be allowed to just push into the lands of others without any question, but we also should not be allowed to kill each other.
I give
Really?
Fyfe the wrap it up sign.
Yeah, no, I'm trying. Well, somebody else who has a high,
The music starts
high,
playing.
high persuasion. Am I not I'd love to roll a persuasion roll to make this guy understand me.
I see what you're saying, and I think perhaps for the next few hundred years, perhaps your kind should be shoved into the far north to survive.
I mean, do you see how we don't like it that you would say something like that?
Is your motto, your modus operandi, basically what happened to us, how we suffered, is how others should suffer? That's what you're saying?
Let me summarize this in a very succinct way. Either you are better than us, or you are the same as us. You are not us.
Can we ask? Is there a way to many of our cities, many of our people live on the west, and your people like to roam the east? Is there not a way for us to allow our people to travel to the west, to live in the west, and give your people the holdings east of the high forest or east of the Star Mountains and beyond, leading down into the Sheradim? And as long as you give our people the time to move into our cities, and as long as we have an agreement that, assuming our people are not criminals, they should not be routinely killed, that we cannot find a way to share land in this beautiful coast of Sword.
He nods and he turns and walks towards the edge of the cliff, overlooking what looks to be a mass forest. You're still not exactly sure where you are. And with his back turned, he says, "The way I see it is you have two options. One, I can leave you here trapped and we can continue our crusade without your interference. Or two, you can do something that would perhaps help me assuage to the giant clans of your value and your worth. And that would be to kill Tiamat, not banish her, for her to only return once again."
Wait, are you asking us to go to Avernus and kill Tiamat?
Yes.
And you will stop trying to take over all the land and stop killing people if we go kill Tiamat.
He begins unfurling a map. Let me show you guys.
How do we know that you'll hold up your end of the bargain?
Yes.
Giants are honorable. We've known that for some time. They have a sense of truth about them.
I've existed in this plane for a long time, for many, many, many eons. And have you had any issue with me before? Nay, you have not. I only come because of the threat of Tiamat. It is not dismissed. All right, so he is going to pull out a map. I'm going to show you guys what he's showing you. All right, I'm going to share it with you now. It is basically just a map of the Sword Coast. He is got a quill out, and he is drawing a line. It's pretty much straight down the middle here to here. He points to the right side and says, "This is where the giants will live. Any cities you have on this side will be turned over to the giants. We will give you time to have your people dispersed and removed. We'll give you an entire year to get all the small races out of our lands. All of the west side, the humans can keep, and we will draw up a pact with your alliances that the giants will not bother or even enter."
Can I redraw the line and try to do a persuasion check? It's very
Sure.
small redraw.
Yeah. Do a persuasion check.
Okay. Well, I would say to my honorable giant counterparts, that's where'd it go? Oh shit! Shoot, I lost it. Sword pose map.
Wait, are you guys seeing the map? Because I am not seeing the map.
Yeah,
Let me share it
I
again.
haven't seen the map.
I see the map.
Is it
I
the
pulled
Sword
up the
Coast
map.
it's just
Yeah.
the sword coast. Yeah, you don't see that line down the
Oh,
middle.
sorry. I guess I had it minimized, so it didn't open up. All right, now I see it. Oh, well, he wants half of what we know in the world.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Yeah,
it's not-
persuasion
it's not
check
coming
to make it move 25% to 80%.
Well, really quick. So I'm gonna pop off for a sec, but I do think if the Well of Dragons is where all the dragons are, is that right, or was that where the cult was?
That's where
Just
the gold
basically. Oh, okay, then never mind. As long as we don't give up the dragon plan, then fine. All right, gotta go.
Okay, hold on. I have to pull up that map again. Okay. And
Yeah, like, do we
I-
have the authority to even like make this negotiation?
I would say probably not. Probably not.
We are gods to these men. Fyfe is wrought with power. Hold on.
You say to the right is us, or the right is giants?
The right is giants. The left is
Okay.
everybody
That's
else.
at least most of our city, most of the cities that we know of are on the left.
Get it?
I'm not saying this is the end deal. I'm not saying this is
Mhm.
agreed to. I'm just saying to the opposite.
Nathan,
I just-
while we're waiting for Fyfe to
You see that?
redraw.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
we see it. Can I roll an Arcana check to see if I could get us out of whatever thing he's trapped
Yeah,
us in?
roll
whatever area?
Arcana. Yeah, let's see if you know what it is. You're not sure.
I would like to make a persuasion check to redraw the map as such as I say, because I have to erase.
Okay, so you're basically negotiating that the change you've drawn there, right? So a little bit less of the south.
Well, I'm gonna draw, and I would like to redraw it so it primarily stays in the mountains.
Okay,
That would be my offer.
I see.
And I would like to roll a persuasion check, but I would like to use a spell called Glibness.
Okay,
Until the spell ends, you make a charisma check. You can replace the number you roll with a 15. So I cannot get lower than a 15.
okay,
And no matter what I say, the magic tells that I'm telling the truth. Like, there's no magic that would say that I'm not being truthful.
right. Okay,
So I will just roll, generally speaking, to see what I get. Oh, I get a 19. So that is 19 plus persuasion is 17. So 19 plus 17 is 36. 36.
I can agree to these terms, but I do request that the Lords of Waterdeep meet me at the foothills of the Grey Peak Mountains just to the east of Lork, so we can make a formal agreement. Can you do this?
I mean, we're gonna need. Hold on, we need a quick powwow because I feel like we can definitely go back with that. But what if they disagree? Then what? Are we end up fighting this guy again? Like, I guess we really.
We must try for peace.
Hey, try for peace. I don't want to see the end of the giants. Remember, we were friends with giants, you guys. We actually had giant friends. I don't
But
want
he's-
to see
okay.
them die.
Also, the other thing is he's only going to do this if we fight Tiamat.
Yeah.
Yes.
So okay. So
Can I ask him if we do not fight Tiamat, but it becomes a quest for all the small folk, will you allow this piece to continue?
If you
Should we die?
If Tiamat is not slain, there is no deal.
Do we think we can kill Tiamat, you guys?
I mean, I think we can kill Tiamat.
I think we
She's a
can
big
try. I mean,
That's the question we all ask us right now. Is it easier to kill Tiamat or to kill this guy?
well, it's interesting because if he could kill Tiamat, why wouldn't he just do it, right? So you'd think that he'd actually be the lesser of the two.
Should we ask him that?
All right,
So,
let
yeah, we
me
should ask,
wait,
do we
let
have
me
any
let me ask.
allies?
Let me ask him. Okay.
Yeah, you go.
All right. I am intrigued by your two-state solution.
Wow. Oh, really? Jarrett, we are on YouTube, so consider what you say next.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
If
Don't get-
you are so
Don't get Nathan
concerned-
banned. That's the only thing. Just don't. Get Nathan.
if you are so concerned about Tiamat in Avernus and you are so powerful, why is it that you do not go there to kill her yourself?
I do not believe we had the power to destroy Tiamat. Neither do I believe you do either.
So would you come with us to kill Tiamat, and maybe all of us working together could kill Tiamat?
A giant going to Avernus would be certain death. No, I would not send me or my people to a certain death in Avernus.
So you're fully expecting us to fail.
Indeed.
Cool, man. Super cool. Well, just so you know, we're thinking right now what's easier to kill, you or Tiamat. Because why should we go fight Tiamat when you're the easier kill right now?
The interesting thing that you're forgetting is that you can't leave this stone circle.
Do we know that for a fact?
We
I
don't know
do.
that for a fact.
Do we know that for a fact?
No,
Crabbick,
Crabbick,
get us out of here!
Got here. Crabbick, take us out of here right now.
5 to beam up.
Your
Beam us up.
Your
your
magic cannot hold us. I am a powerful wizard.
your cheap paltry tricks won't get you out of this.
Try.
Oh boy.
Come on, we have faith. Get us out
You're
of
a
here.
Powerful wizard.
Balasar,
Come
ask
on.
your god. Ask your god if we can leave.
Crabbick.
Crabbick.
I'll do. Wait, should I,
Crabbick.
Arcana? Is it Arcana only? Because I can do Arcana or Perception myself to see if there's anything I know or can do in this scenario.
Yeah, can we roll Arcana
Can we all
check?
roll?
Yeah, you could do an Arcana roll, Lenora. There's a good chance you might. You know.
Yeah.
19.
20, baby. What do I know?
Okay.
Tell me what I know.
So,
Well, dirty 20.
both Fyfe and Lenora, you feel confident that you could probably teleport out of here. You're a little confused on why he would say such a thing. It does look like a barrier, but it seems like a physical barrier, or like you can't walk through it.
Right,
but it
right,
does
right,
look like any kind of teleport would work. So you're a little confused on why he would say such a thing. Tronic, you notice that the the air around this bubble definitely looks a little different.
Guys,
Crabbick,
the air around
guys,
this bubble
where
looks a
are
little
you?
different.
Yeah, is there, I mean, I have a scroll of teleportation, could I try to teleport us back to where we was?
Teleport us to Waterdeep. At least then we
I mean,
can-
I want to go back and help the dragons that are still fighting with the giants.
Oh, true. Okay.
Nathan,
We
Is that
call
what you're
this guy
doing?
Bluff, right?
that's
So-
what I'm going to do.
All right, you're teleporting to Waterdeep?
No, we're going to teleport
No.
to where we were just fighting. So that we
Oh,
can
back
help
to the lake. Okay.
Yeah. But before
right.
we do that,
Mhm.
I want to say to this guy, I do not believe that you can hold us here. I believe that we can teleport out. So this is no bargaining chip that you have.
Do as you wish, mortal.
My interest is in peace. And if we teleport out of here, that doesn't mean that we're not interested in peace. So just a heads up there.
Indeed. Do as you wish.
I'm gonna squish my boobs together so he knows that we're friends.
All right, let's teleport out of here.
All right. So Crabbick teleports, and as you guys teleport back to the frozen lake, the metallic dragons are locked in combat. They're fighting the red dragons and the storm giants. You see it for a brief moment, and then suddenly it begins to vanish before your eyes, and you are back at the stone circle.
I told you guys something. I told you there was something with the air in here. You guys didn't listen.
Now that I know who you are, you cannot escape me.
What? We can get out of here eventually. You know, we just got out of here a little bit. We can get out of here for longer.
Wait,
I'm going to take a stab at this and say, do you really want Tiamat vanquished? Because perhaps we can do it, but you would need to aid us. We can defeat him.
Her.
Where is her? Sorry. The Queen of Dragons.
They.
Where is your faith?
My faith is with my kind. We will stay here.
My faith is with mine.
We will stay here. We will not attack any of your cities until Tiamat has either killed you.
Can we agree? Should we agree to this armistice? That even if humans, small folk, are left behind this line that we create, that they will not die. That they will just be. That you will not kill small folk who live in your land. As far as you can control. Obviously you have criminals. We have criminals. Like we cannot promise for individual problems. But should we break up the lands the way in which you suggest, that the people left on the other side who refuse to leave or who cannot leave will not end up dead? Can you promise that as far as your government goes, as your governing goes?
Should you defeat Tiamat, we will give 1 full year for your people to leave our lands. If they're still there, they'll be considered breaking our truce.
Past the year, though, what if we have tourists? Don't you want money?
We'll have no use of your gold.
But what if you have? If you have small folk who come into the lands to assist the big folk? We cannot abide if there's not some kind of agreement.
Some sort of capitalism.
Yes, well, yeah, the capitalism. But also, if we cannot agree to some kind of peace, regardless of borders, between the giants and the small folk, I understand the need to reclaim land. I understand the need to have a home base. But if you plan to kill our people beyond this year, then our sacrifice, our journey to Avernus is meaningless ultimately. Or we can't even venture west or venture east without the dangers of the giants.
I see.
Your kind.
I see your concern now. We would build a mighty wall. We'll call it the Wall of Rosgar, which will stretch across our border so no small children or no one can unknowingly enter our land.
I mean, could we have a thing where somebody ends up in your land that you'll be fucking chill about it and you won't just murder people? You give them opportunity to go back?
Would we just
the one-shot rule?
Would we just murder outside of our border? Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm saying if somebody goes into your land, you have to give them a chance to leave peacefully. You can't just murk them.
Look, guys, I feel like these are negotiations that could happen later. Like, I feel like first of all we need to chat with the Waterdeep leadership, and then we have to determine if we're actually going to do this, if we're going to Tiamat, because if that's not the case,
you're right.
Then we need to kill this guy.
Yeah. Also, there's no way what he's saying is there's no way we can actually win this. So if we don't get him to help us or have some sort of help, we're just walking into a suicide mission.
That's just what he
Which he
thinks.
knows.
He doesn't know that.
He doesn't know how cool we are.
He doesn't
Your-
know what we're capable of.
Your friends, the dragons, are outnumbered. I would say, although our conversation could go on for quite some time, I have reinforcements on their way, which will wipe out your friend, Protanther, I believe you called him, and his allies.
He knows his name.
Yeah, that's actually pretty dangerous. Knowing names is pretty rough in this one.
That's not his real name, you dork.
Wait, will the dragons be spared if we agree to your terms? Can the dragons live as with us as well, with the small folk?
The animosity between the giants and dragons runs deep and long. We will not allow them in our lands.
So in our lands. Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
Well, listen, let us cease our battle for the moment so that we can discuss with the leaders of the other lands and see if they will agree to your terms.
Call
off your beasts.
I'll give you one full day, and there will be no attacks until the day is over.
All right, sounds good.
And
Take
that
us
includes-
back.
That includes Protanther and the dragons as well, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Indeed, I'll call off all attacks. With that,
All right.
you are teleported back to the frozen lake. Let me get you guys here. Let me share it. And as you guys teleport into here, you can see that already the storm giants and the red dragons, they're on their backs and they're flying away. Up on the cliffside, you can see that there were other giants marching, but they have also turned and began walking back towards what you assume back to the ice cavern.
And how are our friends, the dragons, doing?
They're a little injured, but they're alive. Obviously, the silver dragon has a wing missing, but you guys already knew about that.
How's my chain devil doing?
He's still there. He's chilling. He's still there with his.
Okay, I say, oh, you couldn't see that coming. You couldn't see it, do a little teleport action away, huh?
Listen, I think at this point, it doesn't seem like we have two options, right? We either try again against Rothgar, or we go and we fight Tiamat. And I think we need to just make sure that we have the leadership on board before we do that, because I would hate to go all the way to kill Tiamat and then, then the leadership not be cool with what we've negotiated on their behalf.
Maybe me and Rothgar can get married, so we have like a cross political thing. No, I do think that was a joke. I do think that we should talk to Waterdeep, but I think we should go for this. I think that it's better to have as many people live as possible. Like, Tiamat wanted to kill everything, and Rothgar seemed more willing to allow some kind of peace to exist.
Protanther is asking what happened, why they are retreating.
We have decided on an armistice with the giants, and we are going to discuss with the leaders of the cities whether or not the terms are acceptable. But it appears as though the fighting will stop because we will be sent to Avernus to kill Tiamat. That is part of the peace negotiation.
Well, maybe Protanther should be in part of this conversation as well, right? Since it affects his people also.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to tell them? So, did you guys show them basically about the split on the
I'll
map?
show him the map. Yeah.
He shrieks into the sky. We should never make deals with the giants. Our very clan, the clan of the metallic dragons, live on Nether Mountains. We'd have to abandon our home.
Nether Mountains? Where's that?
It's on the top right-ish, next to the A and Anaruch.
Oh, I see.
Wait. Top right, next to the A.
Well, we could maybe carve out a small circle. We'll say exception to the Nether Mountains.
Well, why don't
Have
we
you
do...
Have you seen these other mountains that are around? They're amazing.
Yeah,
Can I try to persuade the dragons to be like, ooh, well, if we carve out, like, you get the entire spine of the world. Ooh.
Well, you know, this isn't a done deal. We can still negotiate, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we change the map to this and see if the giants are cool with that. Would you be cool with that, dragons?
That does encroach upon our lands. I do not feel good about this.
Even with this purple line that I added?
With your claw, we'll take the claw map, your map, back to them, and we'll, I think
Rothgar is sexually attracted to me. I think we can make some more adjustments to this map.
What do you think would be fair, Protanther?
I think we should defeat them, and then we can deal with Tiamat as well.
Oh, okay.
Well, your objection has been noted.
Speak with the leaders of Waterdeep. They'll never agree.
Okay.
They'll never agree?
Humans haven't agreed upon any such matter.
I like some giants, though. Do we think that all giants are the worst?
Okay, but like, if he summons us back to that place and then he disappears, who we fighting? You know what I'm saying? Like, he can.
I think we just live in my mansion.
I have a plan for that dome. So let's go to Waterdeep and we'll talk to the people and I'll do a little research and see if I can figure something out.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right, so you guys teleporting to Waterdeep?
Yeah, I'll tell Protanther. We will be back in touch with you when there is progress.
We need to find a counterspell for that dome.
Can I send a sending message to maybe the hag knows how to like fight that kind of thing? I don't know. I think we're magical people. Maybe we should check with our gods.
Well, I have a researcher trait that means that I can basically find out the answer to any question.
Yeah, Waterdeep's a great place.
Yeah.
I think we should go to Waterdeep and try to put some effort into figuring out how to leave that place.
Okay. All right, so you guys go to Waterdeep, amongst the bustling city. Where are you guys trying to go? Or
so I tell everybody, listen, I'm gonna go research this dome thing that we got trapped in, see if I can make sure that we don't get tricked there again. You guys talk to the leaders about this potential peace plan.
Sounds like a good plan. So I guess Leosin would be the guy to talk to, right?
Wait, I have a note.
Yeah, likely, yeah.
Leosin and whoever the other dude was. I know we lost one of them. I can't remember the guy who died.
We have here's who we got. We got wait.
At some point, I'm going to commune with Torm.
Okay. Are you going to go to a Temple of Torm?
Yeah, I'll go to the Temple of Torm, maybe while we're figuring out what to say to Leosin.
So why don't Lenora, Fyfe, and myself go to wherever don't the leaders have isn't there like a building? Wasn't there like a...
Yeah, there's a Lord's Alliance with the Lady L'Oreal, the Old Ravengard, King Malandrath, Terran Hornblade, Sir Esteval, Ambassador Conrad.
And you guys will be aware that this is likely going to mean you're going to have to summon forth a meeting with the Lords of Waterdeep.
Right. So we asked Leosin, I guess, to gather all the leaders because we need to have a meeting.
Do you talk to him telepathically, or
is he in the town?
You're not sure. He was last you heard of him.
Well, we don't have our telepath, right? You don't have send, do you, Fyfe?
I do not. It's only Crabbick.
Crabbick.
Crabbick!
Before you go. Before you leave, buddy.
I'm like halfway down the block already.
we run after him. Be like, dude, before you go, can you call Leosin and let him know that we need to talk because we
Oh
need
my
to
god.
go.
I gave you guys one job.
Oh my god, you suck. Tell him to meet at the inn of the Black Antlers.
All right, I contact Leosin, figure out where he is.
All right, Leosin is actually in the chamber, in the castle, when you contact him.
Perfect.
What has
Is he
happened?
in a place?
I'm still trying to summon forth the armies. What has something changed?
Is he in a place that my team could have found him if they looked for him?
No.
Probably not. No, they'd have to be
Probably
invited.
not?
I mean, they could probably use their influence to get there, but he's in the castle in the chamber.
Gotcha. We have a potential peace deal with the giants, but we need the leaders of all the great towns to agree to it. So we need you to be. We need a conference. We need a confab.
Why do I have a feeling that this agreement maybe isn't in the interest of Waterdeep?
It's in
Well,
the interest of life.
I think Waterdeep is not going to be affected by it, but there's some other towns that'll probably not like this deal. You should just. I'm in the middle of like a thing, so just talk to. Talk to my team.
I can work my magic. I can get the Lords of Waterdeep summoned. It's going to take some time. I could probably have them possibly sometime in the morning.
That's perfect. We have a full day to debate this.
Well, we can also come and talk to you. Tell him we can come. Assuming you're telling us this too. Tell him we can meet him beforehand and let him know, like, what's the deal, so we can kind of figure out what the best approach to talk to the leadership is.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I know my team is eager to meet up with you ASAP. So maybe while you're summoning, they can join and they can chat with you.
Yes, indeed. I'll meet you outside the castle. We can get some private chambers and speak.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to be there because I'm going to be researching. So just a heads up.
Yes. Just let me know if there's anything particular researching. I can get some of my men to help.
Oh yeah, let me get your smartest wizards and researchers to help me in my quest.
What are you looking for?
The Titan Roskar trapped us in some sort of a teleported space that once we teleported out of it, but then he immediately was able to teleport us back. And he claims that we would be unable to break free of this dome of his.
But you did.
We did for a time, but then he was able to send us back right away. And the only reason why we're here now is because we agreed to discuss terms for peace.
I actually think I may already know what's happening here. I did some research when you had contacted me the last time, when you were telling me that he needed to know who you were. And then once he could teleport you in some kind of entrapment of some sort. And giants do have a good sense of blood. I believe it's a blood magic, and he has you individually targeted by your blood, and therefore he's able to use that to teleport you where he wishes. And if I had to guess, he's teleporting you to another realm. Did anything there look familiar?
Do you mean to me?
Or any of you? When you were teleported, did you see any cities in the distance or anything to show life or anything you know here?
I just did a history check, so you can let me know.
You did it. All you guys seen was like a vast forest that just stretched on forever below the cliff.
Yeah. All right, I relay that to Leosin.
That's likely some sort of pocket dimension or something of that nature, if I had to guess. Anything else you're trying to find out, or is that all you need? I can get you the books on it.
How do we stop it?
Well, I have a pile of books I could give you. I did not see anything of a way to stop it, but I could get these books to you right away.
Perfect. Yeah, give me them books. I'll be giving my research and
I'll have them sent. I'll have them sent to the Great Library of Waterdeep for you to
all right.
peruse. All right, books on blood magic, giants. Making notes here. All right, and all right. So, what did everybody else want to do? Are you going to go meet Leosin? I assume.
Yeah, I'm gonna meet Leosin.
What about everybody else?
I'll go.
Same.
Okay.
I'm gonna commune with Torm.
I know you wanted to go shopping too, Fyfe. We can do that after.
Yeah, I really want to buy some shit, but first, this.
Yeah. So we'll meet Leosin.
Okay, so Roenick and Fyfe and Leosin are meeting, and then Balasar.
Lenora.
Oh, I said Leosin. I meant Lenora. And then Balasar is going to Temple of Torm. All right, perfect. All right, so you guys meet up with Leosin, who's awaiting you outside at the gates of the castle. He waves you in. You go up some steps and around through some corridors, and finally come to a chamber that he opens up and slams the door behind you. Cozy room, plenty of chairs, and food and drink, still hot, waiting on the table.
Oh God, I'm famished.
I eat the food.
Yeah, we eat.
All right. So tell me, what's this deal that we'll be presenting to the Lords of Waterdeep?
Fyfe, do you want to explain it as I take a piece of the chicken leg off?
Sure. We've met with the giants, and they make a solid argument for their indigenous rights to these lands, and we've built an agreement to split the Sword Coast, kind of down the middle, but mostly to our side. And I showed them the map and where we've got them.
So looking at this map, it looks as though we'd have to give over the towns of Parnast, which was mostly destroyed by Tiamat, Lork. Let's see here. It does look like you've made a fairly well line here. Citadel Felbar's already been evacuated, or Citadel Abdar's already been evacuated. Citadel Felbar would have to move them. The giants wouldn't take them at the Mithril Hall, but perhaps we could, between Nesme and Longsaddle, Silvery Moon, the elves there won't be happy. They may try to stay and fight. Everlund, we could probably move down into Tribor and Yartar. Yes,
ultimately, I think that these lines drawn could either be hard fought with lives or it could be agreed upon.
Well, you were smart. Whoever drew the line around the dwarves, there was no chance of moving them out of the Mithril Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Silvery Moon will just have a battle. Of course, they'll ask for the help of others once they've taken enough casualties, but they'll proudly fight the giants till they've probably almost wiped out their population. I think that's probably the hardest hitting part of this deal is Silvery Moon.
Well, maybe there's room to negotiate.
Yeah,
you know?
we could attempt a renegotiation. I mean, at the end of the day, like the giants, I assume also don't want endless war. And if it's like a matter of a couple of spots on a map, a slight adjustment of a line.
Oh,
this is just the opening salvo.
Yeah, Leosin, I forgot to mention, by the way, that the deal only takes place after we kill Tiamat. So he wants us to go to Avernus and kill Tiamat, or else there's no deal on the table.
Kill the Queen of Dragons, as in Avernus.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you think that's something possible?
Yes.
I mean, we did a pretty good job the last time.
I agree, but this won't be an aspect of Tiamat. This will be the real deal on her turf.
Well, I mean, the alternative is we fight the giants, and there's casualties all over the place here with no guarantee of success. And, you know, assuming that Crabbick succeeds in being able to dispel the shield, who's to say there's not some other trick that they have up his sleeve also? I'm not arguing one way or another. I'm just presenting the facts.
Yes, let me draw anew. If we could convince them instead of something more along these lines. Along the mountain pass here, they can have that side of the high forest, and along the mountains here, sorry, I gotta zoom out to get back into it. Okay, here we go. If we could squeeze out more of something along these lines. I think they do want to have the Well of Dragons to ensure that no one... I do not believe the giants think you're going to be successful against Tiamat. So they're purposefully wanting to keep the Well of Dragons under, even though it's decimated, that is a summoning point of Tiamat, as we all know. I think they want to guard that as well. So perhaps if we could negotiate them into this, we wouldn't have the issue with the elves at Silvery Moon. They would still be encroaching right on the lines of the Mithril Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Is there some other area where we could, you know, come in a little bit where, like, maybe down by, like, the Serpent Hills or something that we could give them? You know, maybe we have a little bit of bulbous there to make up for the Silvery Moon.
Perhaps.
Yeah, we extend the line leftwards towards the bottom near Burdusk or whatever, avoiding the towns but still going left.
Or just in the middle, there's just like a little, you know, and that kind of, you know, it's not a straight line.
They get all the high moor.
Maybe give them all of the mountain ranges here and go right around and into the south.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
This looks like something that the lords might agree with. Now, at this particular point in time, due to the issues with the alliance that we had once forged being broken, Waterdeep still does hold the most power, with Neverwinter being rebuilt by workers from Waterdeep and the supplies we're sending. Baldur's Gate, similar situation, took major damage, and most of the supplies and the men helping with the rebuilding effort. Added in the fact that you're the people who drove Tiamat from this plane of existence, it sounds like something we could do. I would assume that we would need to understand that this is a temporary agreement, and should anything shift or change, the giants will likely begin encroaching right back on us.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
To be honest, I'm saying that if you're all dead, I think they would begin to march.
Yeah, well, they made that pretty clear that there's no deal if Tiamat defeats us.
Mm-hmm.
Back to their summoning of their god.
I think this is the best option we have now. Should we die, we have the Alliance of the Dragons, and the dragons will rest and heal and be able to support. And the people of Waterdeep, the people of Neverwinter, the people of Baldur's Gate would be able to rally as much as they can and army against these interlopers. Should we fail?
All right.
They've also already summoned, right? Like their god, their giant god. Like,
yes.
Isn't Rothgar, like, he's like a demigod, right? Or is
a titan, yeah. He's a
titan.
Yeah, demigod, yeah.
Yeah, he's no joke.
Did it seem like you could defeat Rothgar?
I thought so before he summoned us to the place that we couldn't get out of, so... But, I mean, I don't know. Did you guys catch how? I mean, he didn't look too phased when he brought us up there. He was talking pretty calmly, despite all the damage we did to him.
Yeah, I think we could defeat him, but I don't think we could get out of that.
His dot was still green, if that's what you're asking. It didn't even start to turn yellow. Anyway, I'm not here. Bye-bye.
All right, so
it's almost like a voice was telling me that in my head.
So he says, if there's nothing else, I am going to go and try to summon forth a meeting for the morn. How much time do you have? And by the way, it was evening, so you'd have until the next day, and evening.
A little less than 24 hours.
Yeah. So you assume that's what he meant anyway. You'd have until sunset the following day. All right, so let's skip over to Balasar and see what he's up to at the Temple of Torn. What are you doing there, Balasar?
All right. So at the Temple of Torm, I cast Commune. And that means I get to commune with Torm or a proxy to ask him up to 3 questions.
Okay.
All right. So I cast it. Is Torm there? Are you there, Torm? It's me, Balasar.
You feel his presence?
Oh, all right, I kneel. Great Torm, the true, I seek your wisdom.
Speak, faithful paladin.
Yes, your voice, such a deep bass. I love it.
God, Balasar getting so horny right now.
Love it, like that guy from the Hades town. Hades. Question number 1. Can we defeat Tiamat in Avernus even if we had help from this plane?
Any help you bring would likely die. You have a chance of defeating Tiamat. However, you have grown quite strong, you and your companions. I was once known as Torm the Brave. Face any danger in the respect of my duty, and I know you feel the same. You must do what is right.
Question 2. Are we... Thank you, Torm. Oh, you never meet your heroes, but it's amazing to get such praise. Question 2. Can we negate the dome that Rosar has wrought and negate his summoning of us? His ability to trap us in that circle.
I'm afraid as long as you pump blood through your body, he has you bound.
Okay. So it seems that only one way is certain.
You would have to forsake that which you very believe and dive deep into dark, evil arts to possibly negate this spell.
You do that.
Why not?
I shall never do that. And my last question, as I face certain death, am I a worthy servant of you, of your
Indeed,
great
you
light?
are. You are, Balasar. You are a very worthy comrade of Torm.
He knows your name.
Sorry,
go ahead.
I wish to bestow upon you a power in which hasn't been used in many millennia. Go do what is right, and when the time has come, you shall see the power of Torm.
Thank you, Tom. Your greatness shines even in such a dark moment.
You feel
Thank you for your faith in me.
You feel his presence begin to recede.
Oh. I feel great, even though I felt some laughing from somewhere. Moment.
So, by the way, Balasar, you do actually feel a great boost of confidence. Your mind is turning towards Avernus, and you feel quite confident that something that Torm has done to you, that you have a power, but you don't know what it is.
Wow. Well, confidence is everything. So, all right, I feel this greatness. All right, and I head back toward everybody else.
All right. So when you get there, the guards were awaiting you. They lead you up the steps and through the corridors and into the same room where Fyfe and Lenora and Roenick are. And there's still food.
Oh,
it's a little cold.
Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, God, I'm so hungry. So, I spoke to Tom. Was that chicken? Okay. What's your spice? Huh? Anybody?
Paprika.
Oh, you know what? I'm always I always underuse it. And I'm like, it's not,
Are dragons white people where paprika's super spicy?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I breathe fire, but I can't really handle spice.
Okay, but all right, I'll be the one to say it. So, what did Torm say?
What the fuck did Torm say?
Oh, yes, Torm. Great Torm descended and said, it is possible that we could defeat Tiamat in Avernus, but as long as we pump blood, we cannot break the hold that the giant's magic has on us.
Hmm.
And he said that if we were to go to Avernus, that he would aid. He would not forsake us in our moment of need. He would find a way to show us his power and his faith in us. And I feel that he speaks the truth. And I believe that we should go to Avernus.
I mean, that sounds pretty encouraging.
Mm-hmm. I am pro. I would rather kill one dragon than have to fight every giant. If not for the fact that I think I don't even necessarily think it would be easier, but I think it is better to fight a singular foe that has a hard-on for killing all humans than to fight a race of people.
Is Crabbick with us yet, or no?
Nathan?
No, Crabbick's at the library.
Okay.
He's researching.
I'd be curious, obviously Torm said as long as we pump blood that we can't move, we can't get out of there, but what if there's a way for us to be alive and stop pumping blood or something? Maybe Crabbick's found a way to, the way that he worded that, these gods tend to be a little tricksty. You know what I'm saying?
Let's cut over to Crabbick real quick. Crabbick, roll me an investigation check.
Ooh, sure, okay. Oh, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
Didn't
Using
you
a luck?
have didn't you have
Yeah, nat 20.
You had that nat 20.
Oh, he does have a nat 20.
Yeah, I think I'll just use my 20.
Okay. All right. So, Crabbick, you discover a few things as you're pouring through the books, the ones that Lenora had given you, and some others you had found yourself related to the subject. You were able to discover that teleportation through blood is generally done by identifying the blood type. It's very common with giants. It's an ancient old magic, but it's been recorded before. Giants are basically able to smell blood, so they can identify by smell a creature. Okay, so now that you and your friends have been identified of your particular blood, he can summon you, and the only way around that is if you don't have your blood. In other words, a necromancer, a very powerful necromancer, could turn you all undead. With no blood flowing, in which case...
And that is not reversible.
That's non-reversible.
Undead for the rest of our existence.
Beyond ridiculously powerful magics like wish spells, that would be impossible to
Wait,
reverse.
don't we have we have that sword, right? That we used one to get Green Emza back, but don't we have another wish on that sword?
You do have one more wish on that sword.
I mean, I'm just saying we have options here. It sounds like Avernus is probably the way to go. But if we wanted... Oh, wait, I'm not there. Never mind. I'm having a conversation by myself. Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't know any of this yet.
Yeah, maybe... well, I mean, I think we should focus on Avernus. But I'm intrigued by the idea of using Wish to cast... make us immune to the giant's blood magic.
Yeah, the wish would likely change your blood, right? Because there's not a way to say it doesn't work, right? But there is a way to negate it.
If it changes our blood, wouldn't he just be able to, like, re-smell us and then recast it?
He'd have to find you again, yeah, and then he could do it again.
Mm-hmm. Right. All right, yeah, well, let's... So am I done researching?
Yeah, if you feel like that's enough information.
I mean, I certainly don't like the way you answered that question. So
I mean, I'm just saying I'm going to let the dice decide if there's more or not. I
will continue researching then.
Right.
I have my researcher trait, which gives me, let's see here. I know. Knowledge of secrets. All right, yeah. Yep. So I'm good at researching things, but I'll keep researching.
Okay. All right, back to you guys. Anything additional for Roenick and Lenora and Balasar? And Fyfe?
I'm going to go on about how good I feel about going to Avernus, because that is not something that I felt before, but now with the confidence that Torm has given me and saying how much suffering we could end by defeating Tiamat. We could even do something the dragons would agree with without having to kill the giants. Perhaps they'd even help us.
While we were here, I did some thinking, though. So we have that sword that we have a wish on. Can't we just, wish that... What's that giant's name, the demi-god? Do you think a wish spell would work on him? What if we just wished him into, another dimension or something?
I think we should give him a chance to not kill everything. To have the... I'm not opposed to the giants having some kind of land. I'm not opposed to that. Is there a way to make a wish spell sort of be reactive to our failings? If we don't kill Tiamat, could the wish spell activate to make it so that the giants also die?
You could wish for all giants to die, if that's what you're asking.
Oh my god.
I don't
I
love
don't know
that.
if we want that.
I really don't love that.
But maybe we could wish, like, maybe there's a, I mean, can we wish for peace or something before we, I mean, listen,
We're on
I'm listen, you know me, I'm not one to back away from a fight, but we're talking about, like, the goddess of all dragons. Like, is there a more powerful being? Like, we fought the aspect, now we're talking about fighting the actual dragon herself. I'm down. I think we should do it, but I'm just wondering if there are alternatives than possible suicide.
Yeah,
We have
you guys
the
are.
sword, you know?
I'm going to meta game here a little bit. You guys are also not max level, and Tiamat would be considered a raid fight. So I'm just saying.
What does that mean, a raid fight?
You know, like you would wait till the end game to do that. You know.
You never played like a World of Warcraft or anything? Like
Yeah, you know how like people go and they do the final raids and things in an MMO or an RPG, and it's like the end game.
Basically, like it's like you and everybody else you know trying to fight one thing.
But that's
Gotcha.
not. But that's not to say you guys couldn't either.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to scare you guys a little bit. That's all.
Maybe we could wish to be the most powerful versions of ourselves before we go down there, so that we are max level.
You could do that.
I would rather wish to make sure that there's a contingency plan for the people left behind should we fail.
Yeah, Balasar is pretty confident, so I'm confident.
But like, if that contingency plan would work, like, why couldn't we just do it before we go to Avernus? Like, if the contingency plans, if we fail, like, there's peace, or the giants, whatever, will not attack. Like, why can't we just do that beforehand? I'm seriously asking. I don't know the answer.
I just feel like it's wrong to genocide of people if we didn't at least get a shot first. Like, I don't disagree that ultimately if it came down to the small folk versus the giants, I would fight for the small folk and I would kill as many giants as I needed to. But I think as true heroes, it's our duty to try to save as many people as possible. But if ultimately the only way to save Waterdeep and all of the people that we love and care for is to destroy a whole other race of people, then maybe we can make it so it's like every giant who tries to kill us takes, 20 d8 damage or whatever. I don't want to be responsible for the death of a race, but I don't want to be responsible. I don't want our people to die.
I mean, maybe when Crabbick gets back, maybe he knows the particulars of wish spells, you know? Like, I also don't know, like, if we generally how these things go, and I'm still waiting for the other shoe to fall off with with Emza, to be honest with you, is you wish for something and it goes horribly wrong in some way.
I mean, she could be pregnant.
I mean, she could be.
You be dad.
You know what I'm saying? She could be.
Yeah.
Daddy Tronic.
Papa Tronic.
Be a good looking
I think
kid.
it's important that we try. I think it's important that we try to save as many lives as possible, but I think it's important that we leave a fail safe to save the lives that we need to save.
I want to see the hair on that kid. That's what I want to see.
I want to see the skin color in that kid.
Okay. Well, you've convinced me, Fyfe. I mean, I'll follow you guys into the depths of Avernus, So, but maybe.
Well, let's say the whole group gets together and we make the decision as a whole.
I mean, I would, we could also make sure that the sword stays here, and if we don't come back, maybe somebody we trust could make the wish on our behalf.
Green Emza? I trust Green Emza.
Regular Emza.
She's just Emza now. She's just Emza now. She's not green anymore. Remember?
Okay, well, Emza. I trust Emza more than I trust Leosin. Leosin's got political need.
Okay. So we're waiting for Crabbick.
And Balasar.
No, Balasar's back with us.
Okay.
I think, right?
Well, let's wait for Crabbick to come back. We'll make a decision.
All right, Nathan, just
Lenora, you've been quiet.
Oh,
What do you
I
say?
realize I've been muted for like the past 10 minutes. Hey,
Oh,
I've been here. I'm listening to all of it. I've heard all of it. Yeah, I honestly I don't know where I stand. I would be down to fight this battle, but I kind of hate that we're fighting that we would fight Tiamat like under another asshole's orders. You know what I mean? Like I despise like being told to do this thing that we wouldn't have otherwise done. I'm down for an epic battle, but I'm still not convinced like that just fighting this guy would be a harder battle. This guy and his giants would be harder than going to fight Tiamat.
I mean, we might not even be able to fight in that battle. We might just be trapped in that teleportation dome.
Right. I would work on put all the effort into like in the next 24 hours, figuring a way to undo his spell, or using a wish or whatever it could be possible to then fight. Because once you undoes that, we're fighting a regular battle, and he didn't seem like he was impossible to kill. Tiamat level tough. So yeah, those are my thoughts. But also, I'm getting a little sleepy, guys. So maybe we save this for next session.
Yeah, it might be a good time to call it.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Let's say, what do you say? We Crabbick comes back, and we leave. Where are we at? Some inn or something, and we'll discuss next time, or we can think about it and then make a decision for the next time.
Yeah. You guys could have a little discussion talk, and then we could go into the meeting with the Lords of Waterdeep next session.
Which is not next week.
agree with that.
Which is not next week, right? It's the week after.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
I agree with that. I think that sounds good.
Sounds good.
Do you want to? So we're gonna do all this next week, where Crabbick comes back. You guys meet in the end, etc.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
We can have a little off-camera conversation so that by the time that we're presenting to the council next week, we're all on the same page. So we don't have to play that out in I don't think in game, right?
Yeah.
We'll just do that separately on the chat. If
Okay.
you guys are cool with that. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us for another session. They're in a little bit of a tight spot, but they got a lot of options on what they want to do. They got a few ideas, so they're going to play around with that. And remember, we won't be here next Monday. We've got some people will be out of town. So, or actually, did we decide we're just going to do it later? Actually, isn't that what we decided? Or no?
No, we're going to be on a plane, so we won't be able to
right.
play.
You'll be on a plane.
Crabbick and
Okay.
Fyfe will be on a plane at that time, yes.
But the following week, we're going to start a little later. Is that the plan? An hour later?
Yes.
Or 30 minutes,
We'll
basically.
be starting,
No,
30
sorry.
minutes later.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so we'll be going live not next Monday, but the following Monday at, let's see, that would be 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. So just a little bit different than we're doing now, about a 30-minute difference from when we usually go live. But thanks, everybody, for joining us. Hope everybody had a great time. We will continue this campaign. They're obviously getting into the good, juicy stuff. They're fighting gods and etc. And having to make the big decisions. And we will see you guys next time. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. He's a short-haired pointer mix.